Hello, Eldorado weather, November 12th, 2015. These are strange things right here around South America, and also here from Antarctica up into South America. You can see this pattern of clouds here becomes a little weird also. Now, I have heard that there is a strange vortex right in this area. The music in the background, my grandson is playing while he's taking a shower, and I hope I don't get busted for copyright infringement because it's not my intention, it just happens to be there. I also want to show you on IntelliCast. See this rectangle here? Then there will be another one over here. The date and the time is on the bottom. Let's go. Now watch. There's one. There's the other one. These yellow dots are earthquakes. Let's take that off of there for a minute. Oops. Right there. Let's get a little bit closer. Oops. Ah, it's hard to control. Let's see. That. See how this looks up here. Okay, then we'll go over to the other side and take a look at what that looks like when that pops up. Come on, baby. There. Okay. uh, Now let's get it back on track here. Okay, there's one and then the other one right at the beginning of this. So if I wouldn't have been recording right now, right at this moment, then that wouldn't even show up. So I have no idea how long that rectangle was here in the South Atlantic Ocean. But I think it's interesting that these two show up here on IntelliCast when, let's go to the beginning again one more time there, when we have this also showing up on Eldorado. You can tell me what you think about that. Okay, I went to the visible satellite on IntelliCast on South America right here. And you can't really see anything that would represent what those rectangles were on here. At least I can't. You know, it's a possibility you can, but I can't. This is I'm sorry, this is Eldorado. Let's see if I can do anything else with it. The color. Okay, I made it pretty slow, but still cannot tell anything. I don't know what that is. Thunderstorm color code. That's weird looking. It's not really telling me much of anything either. Alright, let's see if I can find anything else. Alright, so this is the morphed integrated microwave imagery at CIMSS. Excuse me. The date that this is happening is up on this little line right here with the time. The only thing that I see that's kind of weird on here is this little thing that shows up right here, right above South America, right there. Otherwise, this pattern is a little odd right in there, but I can't really see anything that looked like it would represent what those rectangles were, if they are anything. This, of course, up here is a really weird mess. The cool thing about this is you can move it so that you're looking at different things. Like, here, the Indian Ocean. And that's kind of cool. Or West Pacific. That little thing there showing up that didn't show up on the other one, the big one. But oddly enough, I cannot get to South America on here. I came back to here from it because there's a strange thing happening up in here. Let's see if this shows up on here. See that? That's strange. Let's look one more time here. Watch. It's right around here. That looks strange. And I'm always trying to figure out, is that some energy pattern that represents energy induced into the ground or the atmosphere? Is it creating earthquakes? Is it creating storms? Is it creating drought? I don't know all the answers. I'm not the one controlling the buttons. I know that there's some strange anomalies, and I know that a lot of them are created by beings, whether it's human beings or what, I'm not sure. But I do know that most of it is some experiment or some test or some purposeful attempt to control the weather. And then I also know that there are strange things that happen with the satellites and the radar that make it look like something that it isn't. Like this little catch that happens right down in here, right there. Okay. Now this site is interesting. Flash Earth. The patterns here are interesting. And this right here is interesting. Let's get a little closer here. This pattern also showing up here. The whole picture is bigger with orientation over here. I'm going to move it back to here. This is a computer I had sitting around in case I needed one, and of course I did because mine quit working. And I haven't seen this in a long time, so let's see what it shows. Oh, an ad. Alright, well, let's get off of that. We don't need an ad. Look at this cloud pattern here and this thing here. Let's see what this is. So this is some crap. But this is yesterday's date, actually, if you look at it. November 11th. Today is November 12th, 2015. What is the Terra? Oh, the lines are going the other way. That's funny. Let's see what this looks like. That's interesting. It doesn't have a date on it that I can see. And surprisingly, there's no lights in Antarctica, which actually does surprise me, or up here. Look at all the lights up here. Right there. What do you think is going on up there? I would say oil. Something to do with oil. We'll take a look at that another time. What's this? Oh, that is cool. But is it up to date? I don't know. I love these maps. I love just being able to go down and down and down and look. I think that's one of the great things about technology is being able to do this. And that's interesting that then it dims out. And some of it doesn't show up. Isn't that interesting? And you can see these things that, oh, and then it's going to tell me, no, it's not. It's not telling me I can't go down. So that's down pretty far. And that's just fun for me to be able to do this. This, which is totally off subject from what I was showing earlier, so if you're bored, just leave. This pattern is extremely beautiful and interesting to me. I love doing this, but there's another one that I like even better than this, and I will show you that. Right. This is the one that I like better, RSOE, Emergency Disaster Information Service. The reason why I like this better is because um, is this not it? Because it lets me know like some crazy stuff that's going on the planet, such as this tropical storm, wind speed 111 miles an hour. It's heading right up into this area. And of the world, it shows me stuff that's going on in the world. And if I go down, it shows me these things. And I shrunk up my little screen from that I'm recording from, and then it tells you the intensity, such as this event into space, November 12th from Russia, and let's just see what that is. We click on it, and the description is right. Click on that. An unidentified visitor from space, which had all the hallmarks of a meteorite, exploded into a burst of triple flashing lights before complete disintegration. The falling object was green and blue in color and left a long tail of light behind it as it streaked across the skies of Chita near the border with China. Amazed witnesses took to social media to describe the cosmic phenomena, which was spotted from neighboring cities. One wrote, it resembled a fall of some kind of a space object. The Russian military said that no drills were conducted in the region last night. It comes after a similar meteor was spotted in the skies over Kaliningrad in Russia on October 31st. It resembled today's space-like object as the fireball was also green and blue color with a long tail of light. The largest meteor in modern history hit the city of Chelyabinsk, Russia in February 2013. The impact damaged several buildings and blew out thousands of windows amid severe winter weather. Around 1,200 people sought medical attention for minor injuries. When a meteorite falls on Earth, passing through the atmosphere causes it to heat up and emit a trail of light, forming a fireball known as a meteor or shooting or falling star. And I have seen a lot of them lately. And then you click on here, here's a map about where it's at, that this happened right here. We can back out, so is that as far as it's going to back out? And then there's this little guy, so I can come over here and even take a look at what it looks like in that area. And that's one of the things I like about it. This is fun to me.